Good evening, guys. This is Working, bringing you a very quick update on Steem. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening and looking forward to the weekend. We're looking at Steem to Bitcoin 4-hour chart on Bittrex, guys. And last time we talked, Steem was operating within this wedge back here. I said price was more than likely going to break up. I said when it did, it was going to test this zone at 22.5, 23.7K Satoshi and thereabouts. Said two scenarios: either it was going to break that zone and continue up, or we're going to have a strong rejection, continue to the downside. In fact, if I pull up my chart, this was my my two scenarios that I showed you. This was about a week and a half ago. I showed you this chart. Sure enough, we fast forward to today. We can see that price. Whoop, that's the wrong chart. We can see that price ended up breaking up, testing that zone. Strong rejection, came back down, tested the 22 or 20.2K Satoshi zone. That ended up meandering sideways and then finally failing. Came down, tested this 17.4K Satoshi support zone. Had a decent bounce off that, and was rejected once again as it tested the 20.2 or 2019.5K Satoshi. What was support became resistance, was rejected, and now we're continuing to move sideways as price decides which way it wants to go and kind of starting to consolidate just slightly. Now we can see that price made a let me get it right on there. We can see that price made a lower high, obviously. We're looking at the 4-hour chart. If we zoom in here, look at our stock RSI, we can see that we've got a little bit of hidden bearish divergence. We can see where the stock RSI created a higher high, and prior to this, where price made a lower high. On a downtrend, guys, where that is hidden bearish divergence, we can see that playing out now, where price was rejected, ended up breaking down, and is kind of moving sideways now. We can also see we had the same exact thing on the RSI, where the RSI created a higher high than prior, where price created a lower high. Again, hidden bearish divergence, and we can see that playing out. The question is, has it ended up, is it over with now? We also had it on the histogram down here, guys. So the question is, has it reached that low, or is it going to come back down and test this 16.5K Satoshi? I believe it does have a little bit lower to go. I don't think it's going to test that 16.5K Satoshi. I believe more than likely we're going to get a bounce just above that at the 618 fib level, so somewhere about 17.5, somewhere thereabouts. I'd be looking for a bounce. If it does break below that, then more than likely we're going to come down here and test at least 16K Satoshi, but I will be looking for a bounce at that 618 fib level, or about 17.4, 17.5K Satoshi. Let me get rid of this. If we come in here to the daily chart and we pull our RSI, excuse me, guys, let me get a drink of water real quick. There we go, guys. Just went ahead and zoomed in to save some time. Okay, we're looking at the daily chart. We can see that price created a lower low. However, on the stock RSI, we can see that the stock RSI ended up, let me zoom in here so you can see a little bit better. Stock RSI created a slightly higher low. Almost did it two times here, a couple times. So that's bearish, or excuse me, that's bullish divergence. We can see that the RSI did the exact same thing, created a higher low. So again, we've got bullish divergence, suggesting that this low may be in, the bottom may be in. We may be starting to correct up now. So I do believe that we more than likely are going to get one more kick down. And then from that kick down, I think that we may get a nice bounce up to come back up and test this 19.5K Satoshi zone again, possibly create a, there will be a possibility we create a double top there, get rejected back down. If we do break above the 20.2K Satoshi, I think it'll be a very quick rise up to 22.5K Satoshi, but we're not there quite yet. Looking to the downside, guys, if this zone does end up breaking, if we get a strong rejection, if the zone price comes back down in here to the 16.5K Satoshi zone, at that point, guys, I do believe that zone is going to hold. If that zone for some reason does not hold, it's going to be a free fall. If it breaks 16.5K Satoshi, more than likely it's going to be a free fall all the way down to at least 12.5K Satoshi or thereabouts. I don't think that's going to happen, guys. However, it is a possibility that we have to be prepared for. There's just no support below 16.5K Satoshi. If we look at our volume profile, that's showing us the exact same thing. Our POC is sitting right here with about 12K Satoshi or thereabouts, guys. So if that does break, more than likely we're going to have a free fall, but I don't expect that to happen, guys. I expect this support to hold, and I do expect a possible bounce here in the very near future to come back up here and test this 20.2K Satoshi zone. So these are the zones I'm looking at right now, guys. I wish I could give you a little more analysis, but right now it looks to me more than likely like it's just going to consolidate, move sideways, as I said, possibly test that lower, that 618 fib level before it ends up breaking up and testing this 20.2K Satoshi. And again, if that does break, guys, then I'm going to start getting very bullish. If there's a quick rejection there and we create kind of a double top, comes back down, guys, then more than likely Steem is going to continue back down and just kind of consolidate between these two zones, between 19.5 and the top of this 17.4K Satoshi zone. Consolidate until it builds up enough steam to attempt to break out again, guys. So these are my quick thoughts on Steem. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, guys, please trade safe. This is Workin signing out.